20 years ago, very few people believed that Africa would become one of the strongest centers of Catholicism in the world. Many thought the faith was slowly fading, especially outside Europe and the Americas. But today, something powerful is happening. Catholic churches across Africa are filling up. Seminaries are full. Young people are choosing faith in large numbers. And the growth is happening faster here than anywhere else on earth. Stay with me till the end, because the final reason behind this growth explains why the future of Catholicism may depend on Africa more than any other place. For a long time, Catholicism in Africa was small and often ignored. In many regions, there were only a few churches and very few priests. Communities were poor, roads were rough, and communication was slow. Faith was not something that brought comfort or advantage. It often came with difficulty. Yet the people who accepted Catholicism did so with deep meaning. They did not inherit the faith easily. They chose it carefully, and that choice made their belief strong. As the years passed, Catholicism slowly became part of daily life. Churches were not just places for prayer. They became centers of support. When people were sick, the church helped. When children needed education, Catholic schools opened their doors. When families struggled, they found hope in their local parish. Faith was no longer distant or formal. It was close, personal, and lived every day. One of the biggest reasons Catholicism is growing so fast in Africa is family life. Families are close, and values are shared openly. Parents teach children not just by words, but by example. Children grow up seeing prayer, respect, and care for others as normal parts of life. Faith is not forced. It is lived at home. This creates believers who understand their faith deeply and carry it into adulthood. Another powerful reason is the youth. Africa has one of the youngest populations in the world. Millions of young people are searching for meaning in a fast-changing world. Life can be hard. Jobs are not always easy to find. The future can feel uncertain. Catholicism offers something solid. It offers purpose, direction, and hope. Young people do not feel pushed away. They feel welcomed. They are given roles in the church, chances to serve, and a voice in their communities. Many young Africans are also choosing religious life. Seminaries across the continent are full. More young men are becoming priests, and more young women are choosing religious life. In fact, Africa now sends priests and sisters to places where faith is declining. This change would have been unthinkable just a few decades ago. The direction has completely reversed. Education has also played a major role. Catholic schools are trusted for discipline, values, and quality learning. Parents want their children to grow not only in knowledge, but in character. Catholic education focuses on respect, responsibility, and service. Many leaders in African communities today were educated in Catholic schools. When people see positive results, trust grows. And where there's trust, faith grows naturally. Another key reason is leadership. African Catholic leaders understand their people. They speak local languages. They know local traditions. Faith is shared in a way that feels familiar, not foreign. Catholicism is not presented as something outside African culture. It is woven into it. Music, song, and community worship make faith joyful and alive. People do not feel like outsiders. They feel at home. Hardship has also shaped strong faith. Many African nations have faced poverty, conflict, and instability. During these times, the church often stayed close to the people. When governments failed, the church remained. When hope was hard to find, faith gave strength. This created a deep bond between belief and survival. Faith was not just spiritual. It was practical. It helped people endure. Another reason for fast growth is openness. Many Africans are open to faith and spiritual life. Religion is not pushed aside or mocked. It is respected. People talk openly about belief. They pray together. They support each other. In such an environment, Catholicism can grow freely and deeply. It is also important to understand that Catholicism in Africa is not growing because of pressure or force. People are not being pushed to convert. Growth is happening because people see the impact of faith in real life. They see stronger families, caring communities, and hopeful young people. Faith spreads naturally when people see it working. If you're still watching, this next part is very important. Africa's Catholic growth is not just about numbers. It is about balance. The Church in Africa respects tradition while responding to modern challenges. It holds on to core teachings while addressing real problems like education, health, and peace. This balance keeps the faith strong and relevant. The final reason Catholicism is growing faster in Africa than anywhere else is hope. In many parts of the world, people feel tired, divided, and unsure about the future. In Africa, faith offers hope that feels real. It explains suffering, values life, and gives people a reason to move forward. When hope is strong, faith grows fast. Catholicism in Africa is no longer a small story. It is shaping the global church. Decisions, leadership, and direction in the future will be deeply influenced by African Catholics. What began with almost nothing has grown into millions of believers filled with energy and purpose. If you stayed till the end, you now understand something many people miss. Catholicism is growing fastest in Africa, not because of power or wealth, but because faith is lived with sincerity, community, and hope. And this is why Africa may hold the key to the future of Catholicism in the world.